All right, we know what we're talking about.
Yeah, man, I got you, bro.
All right. Okay. I didn't put that we're live anywhere, but in the notes.
Oh, okay.
But who? That's enough, right? Good enough, close enough. A, B, and C, 1, 2, and 3. I think would be good. That's it. We good?
We're good.
All right, 115.
All right, let's go. What are you doing, man?
All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Real Deal Podcast with myself, Mr. Brandon Haley, and
Mr. Cleon Deal, man.
welcome back, man. Welcome back
I'm happy to be back,
to
man.
another week
Another week.
and one full year.
Well, the thing is, you remember? So
We missed
technically,
1 week, technically.
well, no, because there were 2. I think 2 weeks where we
Oh, it
did
was
2
like
episodes in
3.
a week.
Oh, yeah. But then there was a week I actually like legit missed.
Yeah,
the
that
upload.
that did happen, but it's still
There was
really
a week anytime. Yeah, but anytime we upload or we recorded 2 in 1 week, that was only because there was somebody missing. We never uploaded 2 episodes in 1 week.
I think Arden's we did 2 that week or something.
We recorded 2, but we never posted 2. It was still the following week.
Was it? Well, because the thing is,
so by the time this one posts, technically next Saturday, we'll be at 52.
So this was the math, right? That was brought to me.
The math ain't math,
right? Because McDowell was like, "You guys' first episode was last year, October 17th. So how is this episode 52 that's gonna be going out on the 11th?" I was like,
a week early.
Yeah, and I was like, "That's it." I'm like, something in there, but maybe
a week early.
Oh, but also maybe that's what I was trying to figure out. I'm like, how did that? But I don't know.
I mean,
I'm like, maybe it makes sense, but maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I'm like, that's a good question.
It's 52 weeks. That's all I know. Technically, it should have aligned correctly because we did actually miss 1 full week. Like we missed 1 full week of posting on time. Or maybe we still posted that week. I just posted it on a Monday. I posted it 2 days late.
Because I feel, I don't know, man. I don't know.
So who knows? But regardless of the fact, 52 is 52.
52 is 52, man.
There's 52 weeks in a year, and we know that 52 isn't 6, 7. I still have no idea what that means. But I see it on TikTok. Like, so
all the kids are saying it.
Whatever the next, what is this generation? Gen Z, Gen Y, whatever these guys are, they keep saying it.
I don't know what they are. That's none of my business.
I don't know what it means either. But to each their own. Go ahead.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for tuning in. 52 weeks of nonstop yapping
and entertainment, man.
And entertainment about the struggles that we get to go through in our day-to-day lives.
Yeah, man.
And the struggles that you guys get to go through that I get to talk about without ever mentioning you. So
yeah,
thank you for continuously going through those struggles and sharing those with me, so that way I can speak about them.
There you go.
Without ever mentioning you, though, because it's your problem. You told them to me, and we can keep that.
Your pain is our entertainment. Thank you.
There you go. whatever, something like that. And what we talked about last week about first dates and stuff. TikTok goes crazy when you start talking about dates.
Yeah, man.
And it's literally insane.
Yeah, I've been getting Brandon on TikTok more, responding to comments and really getting into that world, and he realizes that it's crazy over there.
Yeah, and you'll post something get like 10 views, and then one got like 5,000 views. I'm like,
and you didn't even say anything.
I didn't even say anything. I posted up the comment and I pointed at it and shook my head. Got 5,000 views.
It may be because he was shirtless and quiet. Maybe that's what they liked about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm testing a theory. So go on the Real Deal Convos on TikTok and follow us there as well. I'm testing some theories to see if videos perform better with my shirt on versus with my shirt off. It's for
It's research purposes
yeah,
only,
it's
man.
just
It's
research,
research.
doing research purposes. So TikTok, I mean, I'm just going based on what you guys are.
Yeah.
You guys keep viewing and commenting, but there was a lot of different comments and people wanted. The funny part is the money part.
Yeah.
When people are talking about like, oh, like you're broke or a girl don't want a broke guy or
Yeah.
you're not spending money. I'm like, this is so stupid, bro. It's like
Why is that the perception?
why? Yeah, why?
Why?
I know people, women, and one a different random woman on there was like, I'm high 6-figure earner.
Yeah.
Like a high 6-figure earner up there. And then she even said, like, I prefer that too.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So what are we talking about?
Say less. So it's like now if you have an opinion, well, I'm gonna have to ask you like how much you make to validate your opinion if you talk about money. Because
that's
like,
the
it's so
thing, right?
crazy.
The more money you have, the less having money impress you, right?
Yeah,
and
you
so
don't really
it's
care.
like I'm here to figure out if you make sense for me because that none of that stuff matters to me. I don't need to be wowed by your financial status because I'm already doing well.
Yeah.
And maybe that has something to do with it, but I don't know. I
think I did see one of the comments that made a valid point. It was like, it's good for when you don't really know the person and you want to get to know them a little bit more.
Yeah.
Or like maybe you met them a long time ago and you're like rekindling the flame.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it's perfect for that. I wouldn't say that if you see somebody often, like let's say I see somebody that a coworker
right
at the club, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, she's attractive. I want to ask her out on a date.
Yeah.
That first date probably won't be a coffee shop because I'm seeing her on a regular
I've already
basis.
had multiple conversations with you. Probably
I've already had
different thing.
Coffee shop conversation.
Exactly.
So now it's like, all right, let me
see what's up.
Yeah, let me do a dinner or something that is going to involve a little bit more time, effort, or planning on my behalf because I've already had those coffee date conversations.
It's just a vibe check, man.
Yeah,
it's just a vibe check.
It's very situational, but it's very good. Like, especially if people are meeting on dating apps and stuff. It's like, hey, go see if they meet the vibe. See if they even look like the profile
picture. See if
they're
a safe person to be around. Oh my God.
It takes a lot longer than one day to figure that part out from all the crazy stories that I've heard. So, but yeah, make sure it's in a public setting. If you don't like the person, it's easy to leave.
Yeah. It's an easy out.
Yeah. So definitely agree with those. But yeah, that's basically it. And speaking of other people's stories, we are going to talk about somebody's story today. I don't know what, but that's what Cleon said we're going to do. So that's what we're here for.
Well, first I want to acknowledge today's a milestone for me. I got blocked for the first time on TikTok.
Oh, let's go. Congratulations.
Thank hold on. Where's my I got blocked for the first time by somebody who commented under one of my videos.
Yep.
And then she commented on a video that I was responding to a comment on. So she felt like I guess me interacting with her comment was unnecessary and didn't like that. She felt like she had to defend her opinion on
social media.
I'm like, you commented here, I interacted with your comment, and now you feel like that. I'm like, I don't really understand.
She commented on the video where you were already interacting with somebody who commented on a previous video
and thought she was safe. I don't.
Yeah, what do you think?
And I'm like, she sent me this. She also DM'd me and said basically she doesn't feel like she should have to defend her opinion to me or any of my commenters or anything like that. And I'm like, I simply asked follow-up questions because that's usually how conversations work with people in real life.
Usually, yeah.
Right. So if you feel like somebody asking you a question is an attack on whatever it is that you believe in, especially something as minuscule as a coffee shop dating topic on TikTok, if you're that strongly affected by something like that, that might be something you got to look at internally. I don't
to block.
Yeah, I'm like to feel like that you need to block me from this when you could have simply not interacted with the post, right? Could have simply not interacted or then stopped interacting. But instead,
or just stop. Yeah, just stop looking at it.
You could have deleted your comment.
You didn't have to get that offended.
Can I read the message that she sent me?
Yeah, go ahead. And I'm gonna tell you the situation kind of reminds me.
Yeah, okay. So she says, no offense to you, but I'm gonna have to block you and your commenters. I didn't think sharing my opinion under your video asking for opinions, which I asked for opinions, and then I asked follow-up questions to those opinions. I felt like that made sense, but I didn't think sharing my opinion under your video asking for opinions would have you creating multiple video responses and randoms commenting trying to argue my opinion. It's TikTok. It seems neither you nor them can accept that people have different opinions and preferences. Mind you, I never told her that I thought she was wrong. I just simply asked a question. And she said, and honestly, I live an amazing life and meet people in real life that share the same preferences as me. So me having this discussion with you in the commenters is a huge waste of time and energy, which also is a choice because you literally don't have to do it. I shouldn't have to defend a preference to random strangers online. You don't. you don't
Is she
have
white?
to. Yes, she was. I'm like, this is like a lot for a TikTok video.
Sounds like a middle-aged white woman.
Right. She was
I don't need to defend this.
It was insane. Because she she was like spazzing under my comments and like yelling at these, like cussing at people in the comment section. I was like, whoa, that's not what this is for.
She was triggered.
Yeah, clearly.
She had like the Karen Bob cut in her photo.
This was like a young girl. This girl was like in her 20s somewhere.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of how people get triggered when Charlie Kirk was going to campuses talking.
This is a very I'm not doing this with you. Not on this.
I mean, technically, he stated like, hey, if people had problems and stuff, like, hey, you don't ever have to come up to the mic.
Right.
You don't ever have to engage.
Yeah, but these are coffee shop dating topics versus.
Yeah, clearly, yeah. We're not talking about.
We're politics. Not doing this today.
But it's kind of similar.
No, it's not. It is not similar.
I mean, microphone setting.
Sure. Yeah, people talking.
Somebody voicing their opinion, and then you saying something logical that makes sense, and then them getting butthurt about it. I mean, it's like kind of similar from what I've seen, at least.
Yeah, right. Well,
I
don't think you've seen enough, and that might be what the problem is.
Usually that is the problem. You see what you want to see, and then that's all.
Yeah.
And we block out the rest, baby.
Yeah, I need you to get a grip. What are we talking about today?
What we do.
All right,
what
ready?
Are we talking about? We are talking about other people's problems.
Other people's problems.
I'm tired of telling you guys about my problems.
Maybe
next week though.
Yeah, maybe next week.
Or in 2 weeks. No, we'll have another guest.
Oh yeah, soon. we got a few scheduling is tough.
Yeah, we plan them out, and then they don't show up. We got to do a poll, see if the listeners want to get Mike up on here.
Yeah. Oh,
we'll either go viral or get canceled, or both.
I'm just not sure he's fit to talk to the public yet.
Yeah, I don't even think I don't think I want him. I don't think I want him to know where my address is.
I think I need him to go and do things on his own social media page first, so we can see how that goes, and then we can talk about having him.
He's going to get canceled faster than Lieutenant Dan did when you saw that stuff during the last year's hurricane.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, let's make this homeless guy famous for whatever reason.
Like, this guy's a criminal
with 14 priors, right? Get him back locked up. He goes live for the first time and says the N-word. It's like, oh, my bad.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, man. No, like this old weird looking white crippled dude saying it, not cool. But Jackson Dart for the New York Giants, like, he can say it and get away with it.
That's just not. I don't even know.
There's actually a video. There's actually a video of it. That's why I said that.
There's a video. That's crazy. Haven't seen it. Have not seen.
I mean,
that.
he might have said like knit-her, but there's a video. He might have said something where it didn't fully get it to where it was viral. But those videos that were going around where like the boys were calling their friends and wishing them a good night thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So one of his old college buddies did that and called him, and he said that he's like, bro, don't play with me like that.
Well, that is very interesting.
I mean, it was a funny video.
That is very interesting. Well, that's over at Ole Miss, and I don't know what they do over. Probably
on a football team, like, and you're young.
It's probably unfortunate.
When I was in high school, there's a different time though.
Yeah,
on a football team.
Yeah,
it got said plenty of times.
Jesus, working on it. We didn't do that at my high school.
Did you have white people on your football team?
Yeah. What?
They were like close to you?
What do you mean that were close to me?
They were like friends with you?
Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah.
And they would never say it?
No.
That's crazy. I mean, I don't say it now because people like go OD and make it real crazy now. But
yeah, it was
they in 2010.
Yeah, I guess you guys were.
It was a different day and age.
Old people. So this Reddit story. So I haven't told Brandon what the story is yet. So we can kind of. I'm gonna read the title, and I just want you to tell me where you think this is gonna go first here. So I guess this is a 34-year-old male. My wife, 37-year-old woman, is pissed because I bought and had lunch with a female coworker. Did I really do something wrong here?
I mean, it really depends on the context.
You bought and had lunch with a female coworker.
I mean, as a male at that age, yeah, like you should be buying the lunch for your coworker. She works under you, for you. Yeah, I mean, as long as she's not your executive assistant, because you know what?
No, they're coworkers. They're not. He's not a manager or anything.
Yeah, it doesn't say
he bought her like her lunch for her lunch. He bought lunch for not lunch for the team, lunch for her.
And he's married. Gray area.
I know there's all the women listening right now. Absolutely not.
Yeah, but it's like I need to know more information. Okay. Like, what's the intent behind it?
Perfect. Let's get to it.
Is he like trying to help her with something? Is he trying to like? Just
they're not trying to hear none of that.
bring her under his wing. Make sure she succeeds in the company.
Yeah. We know how that goes. We saw that.
I made sure she succeeded.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's see here. So first of all, my workplace has 3 floors. One floor has an even-ish number of guys and girls. The other 2 have mainly women. This new girl, she's new. This new girl, Alice, joined a few months ago. I didn't know a whole lot about her, but we have hung out in a few Friday evening after work drinking sections. Interesting.
Oh yeah, well that part makes it weird.
Already starting as a problem. Not a whole lot of interaction prior to that. We just chat on occasion when we see each other at work, or if she has come to the floor I work on, or I have to go down there. She is aware I'm married. They met briefly at a company event shortly after Alice started working there. This was when I really first got introduced to her. Hell, most everyone here knows I'm married. 2 pictures on my desk of my family. Anyway, the other day I was heading to lunch when Alice asked me to grab some lunch with her because she needed some advice. I said, no problem. Nice guy. Good Samaritan. He says, we went to lunch. There's a food court a couple buildings away. So we went there and I paid for both of us to grab some Thai food. We chatted for a while and began asking for advice, which was the purpose of grabbing lunch together. She has a boyfriend. He's into fishing and hiking and rock climbing, that sort of thing. So am I. It's something my brothers and I, as well as our sister, grew up doing. One of the girls on her floor mentioned that I'm into these things and that she should ask me because she wanted advice about what kinds of gear to buy him for his birthday. So this seems like pure intentions, right? Nothing too crazy. She wanted to buy him a compilation of equipment, some fishing gear, some hiking, some climbing. So we chatted for a while about that on her phone, and I showed her some supplies she could pick up for him and told her if she needed more help, just ask. Then we went back to work, and that was it. So I came home, forgot all about it, played with the kids, watched television for a bit, washed the dishes, and that was it. It wasn't really something significant for me, so I didn't mention it. Let me stop it right there. Should he mention that to his wife once he gets home?
I mean, it's talking about rock climbing?
That you that this, I'm assuming, younger woman at your job is asking you for advice about what to get her boyfriend, and you bought her lunch, and that's where you guys talked about it.
I mean, it's like if the conversation comes up, I don't really think. I mean, I feel like if you're married, you should be like super secure in that relationship to where like if that's a conversation, that's. I mean, I wouldn't bring it up unless it came to conversation. Like, what'd you do at work today? Oh, I saw this girl talk or get a gift for her boyfriend's birthday that's upcoming, and this happened. That'd be the only time if we're like talking about what happened in the day or something that relates to that. But it's like, why would I just, hey, yo, I talked to this girl and brought her lunch we talked about her boyfriend and what she should get him for his birthday that's coming up. Like, I mean, I wouldn't really do that. you just sound guilty at that point. It's like, all right.
So you don't think that's something she would, because obviously some people believe in lying by omission. So you not bringing that thing up, knowing that that's something that she might want to know about, she would,
But
something she would feel a
the
certain way
intent, it's the intent.
right?
Now, if I bought her lunch,
But you wouldn't tell her you bought her lunch because you liked her. That's you certainly wouldn't do that.
I mean, if you were trying to hide it, you would.
If you were trying,
If you were trying to hide it, like
hiding it in plain sight.
That's what people do nowadays. Come on, that's the way you hide it in plain sight.
Brandon's giving expert manipulator advice. Let's listen in.
I'm not saying I would do that,
Right,
but
right.
if I wanted to do that, that's how I would do it. If I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, hey, I like this girl and I'm married, which I would never do that because
Right.
this is why you need to read your Bible.
Could
and get
never
closer
like
to
a girl
God.
and be married.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Never. You can only have eyes for your wife, and your wife sets the standard for what you're attracted to.
Praise the Lord.
Amen.
Mhm.
But if I were in this situation, which I
Uh-huh.
know people that do get themselves in these kind of situations, and I wanted to hide it, yes, I would mention it that I did it. Because now it's like already out in the open, and I'm trying to make myself seem like, oh, I'm telling you everything before it even happens. But no, now it's like I'm just so rooted into myself, or hopefully would be rooted into that relationship where, like, if they didn't tell me or I didn't tell them, like, it shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Interesting.
Unless the intent behind it was like, yeah, I kind of like this girl. She's,
Right.
she could be my, what do they call them? When you got a wife, a mistress. Yeah. Say, oh, she can potentially be my little mistress. Then that's how I would handle the situation. Not telling you guys to handle that situation that way. I'm just saying that would be the way. So
interesting.
Ladies, if you're married and your guy's super adamant about telling you these things before they get brought up, maybe he's transferring some insecurities onto you about what his real intentions are. He's in that situation.
Scared. He has no idea what's going to end up happening, and he doesn't want you to ask questions.
He's got the guilty conscience, so he's spilling it out. So I would think that someone who's not necessarily hiding it, which I mean, you could hide it with bad intentions, don't get me wrong,
right?
But I feel like it's easier to hide or not say anything in that situation with good intentions. Like if I have good intentions and I'm really just trying to help her out, and it means nothing to me, I'm not going to bring it up unless like that day or that week we're talking about what we did at work,
right?
And then it's like, oh yeah, well, I helped there's this new girl there and I helped her with that situation, bought her lunch,
right? I guess the flip side of that, obviously from the man's perspective, is like I have no problem with telling you this, but I know if I tell you this, this is going to end up a big thing because of how you're going to end up reacting to me after I tell you this, which obviously, like you said, the intent isn't anything malicious. I'm not looking for, I was literally just trying to help this girl out with getting a gift for her boyfriend. And now it's an argument between my wife and I, because I came to you and told you about it.
But let's say situations are a little flip, right?
Okay.
Your birthday's coming up, which it kind of is in December. So
couple
shout more out. Months there.
Send me some gifts, baby.
And your girl starts at a new job and she doesn't know what to get you for your birthday. And then a guy there.
She better ask my mom.
Hold on. A guy there, it's like has lunch with her, tells her, hey, you should get this, and this. You receive your gift and you're like, this is an amazing gift. Like, what made you think of this? Oh, funny you ask. She tells you the story. How are you going to react? What are your thoughts? Like, you love the gift. Like, how did you even think about it? Well, funny you ask. The new, I just started at the new job, and this guy, he's married. Don't worry. And he was telling me like his wife got him this one year, so I thought it'd be good to get this for you. So how are you going to react?
So call me ignorant. But me and you know the difference usually between our intentions and a woman's intentions in coming to you. I feel like when women have come to me for something like that, it was a genuine thing. We know how men operate. And so that's an easy end to a girl with a boyfriend. Oh yeah, let me just help you out with it. And then now it becomes an opportunity for you guys to talk more about how everything is going and all that other. Now when they're having problems too. Oh,
I'm already in a lot of those situations.
See what I'm talking about?
but my intent are mostly good.
Mostly. Mostly.
The way some of y'all's girlfriends talk to me, I could not have them be my girlfriends. I'm so sorry. But I'm here for them. I'm here for them from a distance, just so you guys know. So if you ever found out your girl was talking to me about your problems, just know that I'm here for them from a distance. I haven't had sex in a year, so I'm not having sex with them. But the way that they be talking to me, they cannot be my girlfriend. Absolutely not.
I think my thing I think my thing would be the fact that obviously, like you said, we know that it's some guys are very genuine people. Like if a girl came to me with something like that, and I would give her the advice, but I was like, you should never tell him that you came to me about this. And that's exactly what I would tell.
And I would give them the good advice too.
Yeah, I would give them that, but also I was like, you should keep this to yourself.
Yeah.
Take all the credit because and keep. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just not really a good look. A lot of men are fine with playing the long game, especially when they're already in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm in no rush, so you know. But
so let's say it comes to that situation. And I know we're kind of getting away from this Reddit story.
I'll get back into it. Go.
But let's say you have a girl that comes to you for advice on the regular, right?
Okay.
And she has a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Should she save your name as a different name in her contacts at that point?
How long have we known each other? Now, first of all, the answer is no. I want to start with that. But how long have me and her known each other?
Like a year.
So we're first of all, I don't. So,
let's say you'd known her before you got into your relationship. Like let's say you'd known her for a few years.
So this is what I have to be consistent, right, in my life. So what I told my girl is, because she tried coming to me talking about some male friend, which I have no problem with you having friends of the opposite sex, and I've been on record saying that. But I'm like, if your closest friend of the opposite sex is somebody you met within the last 2 years and you 25, 26 years old, I'm not really all in on that.
Yeah.
I'm not really that in on that. And I would understand even from the other perspective. I'm like, I can see why he wouldn't want something like this or want me to be involved in something like this. You know what I'm saying? I could see that. But no, she shouldn't save my name, because that obviously makes it look even worse. Because what happens when I call you one day?
Even worse.
It looks way worse.
They get caught.
If they look, because why is it saved under a different name? What are we talking about? Like,
because then they just go back to it's the same concept of like, oh, if you found out, even though it was something innocent, you would get mad. It goes to the same thing. Oh, you found out I had lunch with this girl talking about her boyfriend and what to get him for the present, and you got mad. It comes back to the same kind of concept.
That's a different thing, though.
A little bit. The same concept, but different. Yeah.
The saving the contact as a different name versus you coming to me for advice, because it looks like there's more conversation that's going on, and just in case this name pops up, I need you. You know what I'm saying?
There would technically be more conversation going on in that situation.
Yeah, it's just a bad. I think it's just a worse look. Or really, I think it's just a worse look than you having a coworker that you're asking for advice sometimes.
It is a degree up there. It is a little bit worse, I would say.
If you have a significant other who you have to change the names of the friends in your contact for, then it's maybe not a place that you should be. Either you're not trustworthy or they're insecure on that,
or both. Or it's probably both. Not a great relationship, so you should probably look for ways to get out of that expired relationship.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. So 2 days later, my wife asked me where I was for lunch that day, which is crazy, because why are you asking me 2 days later where I was for lunch?
So she found out and she wants to see if he'll lie about it.
She started with that. Yeah. So I told her grabbing lunch with a coworker. She's angry, and I'm pretty surprised as to why. I just told her Alice and I grabbed lunch. She wanted some help picking presents for her boyfriend, who has similar interests that I also have. Told her I bought lunch. We chatted. I showed her some stuff she could buy on her phone. Then we went back to work. I might as well have dug my own grave saying that. She's been absolutely furious the past couple of days, throwing scathing comments and that sort of thing. I'm pretty hurt. I don't see what I did wrong. Maybe not telling her immediately was wrong, I guess, but I didn't do anything with ill intent toward her or our marriage, so it just didn't bother me. It also didn't help that her friend saw us in the food court eating, which was who she heard it from. Come on.
But it's like you weren't trying to hide it though, so that's a good. I mean, that would be my defense. I wasn't trying to hide it. It's not like I was trying to hide the
right.
lunch, so.
But you know that any information that comes from your friend before it comes from your significant other about it it's a problem. It's always regardless of what happened, it's a bad look. But also you gotta be aware of your surroundings. If you know her friend works somewhere in that same area,
if I had known that, I probably would have brought it up too, though.
Yeah,
that
right.
Yeah, because you know, if your friend bringing up something before you're bringing up something, it's gonna be a bad. But it's like maybe he truly, genuinely, just was there to help the girl and had no other interests involved at all.
You know what?
And that's a possibility too.
I think this is our trauma. I think because if I knew her friend worked there, as soon as we got to that food court, my head's on a swivel.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Okay, all right. So I need to make sure that I let her know before, you know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna get back to her either by her or it's by me, and I'd rather it be by me. Dag, Brandon, maybe me and you have a problem. This guy's just comfortable. He's just chilling.
Yeah,
you know
what whatever. I'm just here to help this person in this situation, and there's nothing to it.
Yeah, he hasn't been through the things that we bless him in his pure heart.
Yeah, maybe that's the situation.
Because you would never catch me like that.
And women are just emotional beings, so you know it's okay for her to overreact based on what her friend told her, because you know the friend probably overreacted.
Oh my god!
And then you know when you got that overreacting friend telling you the story, now you're both overreacting, and then the dude's just over here like, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. This is what we did.
Like you
and
don't.
Her and the friend just. What he was probably cheating on. He was probably setting
literally.
It up. She's new.
You don't want that story coming from the friend because the way that she's gonna tell the story and the way that you're gonna tell. So I saw him. They were sitting there for about 45 minutes. They were talking. They were scrolling on each other's phone together. I'm pretty sure I saw her touch his shoulder. The conversation. They were laughing a lot. I don't know what they were laughing about. I couldn't hear the conversation, but they looked really, really comfortable together. I just think that's something you should ask about. Like that. That's how that story is gonna be told by 100%. Her friend.
Yeah, but it's like. If that's all it was, that's all it was. And at the end of the day, like he would know that the intent and the whole point of a marriage is like being so rooted in yourself and that person. Like you got to trust them at that point in time. Once you get to the marriage, like that should all be established.
Ideally, yeah.
And you can't control people, what they're going to do. I mean, I personally wouldn't see it as something that's like a huge ordeal the first time. Let me let you guys know the first time.
Multiple lunches with your coworker.
The second time, I'm going to be there. And they're going to get my advice on what she should buy. Or if the roles are reversed, then the guy would get my advice on what he should buy for his girlfriend.
Right.
And then if he ever needed any advice from there on out, he could come to me directly and not my wife. You know what I'm saying? The first time's okay. The second time, I'm yeah, no problem. Let me be there next time.
Yeah, I think
I have some great advice.
I think a quick conversation like, hey, you know what I'm saying? This is cool. And I'm glad you felt nice enough to, do something like that. But if the man don't know his girl, that's not your problem.
Yeah, but I mean, you can get advice from community and people around you, and it not like it doesn't always mean like it's that bad.
I agree.
She probably put him in the doghouse so bad that he's coming to Reddit for advice because he just might be that innocent and be like, I don't even know. Like,
he's at a deer in headlights right now.
Is she Latina? It's normal if she's Latina for sure, brother. You'll be all right.
I just wonder how, because it doesn't say how long they've been married.
Yeah.
So but he's 34, she's 37. So I mean,
even if it's within that first year,
from
wherever I see and read and hear about is always the hardest because the devil tries to attack you. You're going to have way more distractions and things of that nature.
Yeah.
In that first year of marriage. But I mean, I think that it's okay if the roles are reversed for me.
Yeah.
And my wife is the one that is getting information. I bet that gift better be
he better be right.
Better be a top tier gift. Or if it's something that's really bad, and I'm be like,
Yeah.
yo, how'd you get this?
Mhm.
Oh, well, I was like, well, this gift sucks. So what were
Right.
y'all really talking about? You know what I'm saying? So
He has no idea what he's doing.
yeah. Let me go have a conversation. with him. Let me go have a conversation. But if the gift is great, I'm gonna be like, and I'm hard to get gifts for. I'll be like, okay, all right, props off to him. Let me go congratulate him. Let me go talk to him.
Since he has a girl, how about this? Let's all go to dinner. So let's all meet up. Let's go for lunch together.
Let me feel out the situation.
Feel him out. See what his girl talking about.
I mean, I don't think it's that big a situation
for not the first time.
Yeah, not the first time. Second time though, let me be.
This is like a consistent thing. All right, yeah, we gotta talk.
100%.
Now he goes on to say, now the thing about Alice, she's younger than Karen by 11 years and is a typically attractive girl, perky and fairly cheerful. Everything his wife's not. Perky is an interesting way to describe her.
Personality, perky personality.
I'm gonna hope so. I'm gonna hope perky is the personality. He says quite a few guys hit on her when we're at those after work drinking sessions. So I guess that this is a factor, because on Saturday when I asked my wife if she wanted to grab some dinner, I got a very sullen, maybe you should get lunch with Alice in response.
Why do women do that?
I'm asking you for, it's not even lunchtime. I'm asking you for dinner. Why are we talking about lunch right now?
So now she's saying it's okay for me to go do it again.
So I should go and get.
You told me.
I mean, if you don't want to go,
don't do it. Do
it. No, if you don't want your marriage to last, you should go do it.
I've been there. She's lying to you. It's a trap. It's a setup. Don't do it.
That is not a genuine suggestion. She said another time she did mention maybe you just want a younger woman or something. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
I mean,
maybe he does, but after one lunch where he was helping her out with this.
Yeah, just one now.
So now it feels like there are some insecurities from the wife, because you 37 seeing the 26-year-old perky and happy girl around your 34-year-old husband. He could go either way.
It's happened. I'm curious to see how this one unfolds, because I've seen it when I was in college. Like I've literally seen the college girl like end up with the dude that was married because she watched the kids, like she was the babysitter. I've like in real life. This is not a Reddit story. Like I literally seen it from people I knew. Yeah. And now next thing you know, they're dating the husband, and then they get
it's not 2-3 years later fear to have. I want to be clear. It absolutely does happen.
It does happen because some people age poorly, usually white people, except for me. Some people age pretty poorly. And then, if the guy's not aging poorly or whatever, and he sees something that's younger and not aging yet, he's gonna probably be like, hey,
yeah.
But that's why you shouldn't have got married in the first place.
Right.
Once you do get married, that is your standard for what you're attracted to.
Right.
Your wife.
The other thing is that regardless of when you get married, people don't stop being attractive. People obviously are never going to stop being younger than you. So 100%. Ideally, whatever the marriage you're in is strong enough to understand those things and to get past it.
I think it's a silly human idea to think that you'll never find another person that's going to be attractive ever again.
Yeah, come on.
Wow, when you are married or in a relationship, yes, like it is a choice. Like love is a choice.
Absolutely.
You should choose your partner, especially choose your wife. Like that is your standard of beauty would be your wife. Are there going to be other people younger, attractive, more attractive? Maybe. Yeah, there's going to be some good looking people.
Absolutely.
Forever. Like we're humans. Like that's what we like, attractive people. Like that's just what we do. But it is a daily choice to consistently choose your partner or your significant other. Just like in the last relationship I was in, right? I made a choice to only pursue that. While she made a choice to pursue multiple. Could I have pursued multiple and still had connection with multiple women? Yeah, it's not hard. I can go and have a connection with a girl tonight easily. Just go talk to her and be, oh yeah, hey, hit it off. Cool. Boom. Next, that's just how the game works. Like you can have a connection with anybody that you find attractive. It's really not that hard. Does that mean it's going to be the best thing for you? Absolutely not. Yeah. But you can have connection with them. But it's about who you're choosing.
Yeah.
Because love is a choice at the end of the day.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I talk about is like, hey, you are gonna find other people that you find attractive, but that has nothing to do with me. Like, yes,
Right.
that girl is she's cute, she's cool, she's
Mhm.
whatever, but so that has nothing to do with me.
She's going to be attractive people to the end of time.
Right. And I think that we also have to be able to acknowledge, because I always have questions when I hear people talk about how, oh, I don't find nobody attractive but my significant other.
Lie.
And I'm like, that just cannot be the case, because you didn't stop having you may not feel any sort of romantic pull or want to be in a relationship with somebody, but to say that you don't find anybody else attractive, I think it's fine. It's setting yourself up for failure.
You can appreciate somebody's beauty or how they look
respectfully within your relationship.
100%.
Absolutely.
And I think that does cause a problem in relationships nowadays, is when you just think like your girlfriend or your boyfriend can't think that nobody else is attractive. Yeah, there's going to be plenty of people they think is attractive. It's what they do with that.
Right.
If they want to pursue that, and now they built a connection, and now they're like, oh my God, I'm so compatible with this person. And then they leave you for that person because they think that they're more compatible with them. But really, let me stop.
Right. That's a different thing.
Different thing right there. But yeah, you could, I mean, if I wanted to, like, there's so many attractive women. At least 50% of them, I could build a relationship with where we both like each other.
Something, at the very least.
Yeah. But when you're in a relationship, you're making the conscious choice and effort to continuously choose the partner that you're with.
Right.
That's what's so hard in the social media age nowadays. Is like, oh, here's an option here. Oh, she's cute here. Boom. And then it takes your eyes off of your significant other, off of your wife, off your boyfriend, off your girlfriend, because you're like, oh, here's an option there. Here's an option there.
Yeah.
And sorry if I'm that option for these ladies that are still in relationships. I do apologize.
Okay.
So. I'm not going to do anything though. I promise. I'll wait.
Yeah, like a year or something.
I'm a patient man.
So she did mention maybe you just want a younger woman or something. He says, I don't. I love my wife. I love my marriage. I'm a faithful man. I don't think what I did was so wrong. I get her hearing it from her friend might have made it sound much worse than it really was, and it probably definitely did. Yes, Alice is attractive and younger, but that doesn't matter to me. However, it seems to bother my wife a lot. Was I really wrong here? How can I address this situation? It's I mean, how should he address this situation?
I think in that situation, you address the situation by not addressing it. You address it the one time and you just let it like, hey, it is what it is. This is what happened. I didn't tell you why. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I was literally just helping. My intentions were pure. And then you don't have a guilty conscience. There's nothing really that you're trying to hide. So it's like, yeah, I'm literally having this lunch. It's in a public setting. I'm a man. So of course I paid for the lunch. It's in a public setting. I wasn't trying to hide anything. My intentions were pure, which kind of sounds like it from this guy, like being like, oh, I love my marriage. Of course. Yeah. Like when you're in a marriage, you should love your marriage. And if you have a conversation with someone of the opposite sex, it shouldn't happen very often. Like I don't think it should happen very often.
Yeah.
But if it's something like situational, which I don't, she came up to him and asked for the advice, I'm not going to just say no. Yeah, she's attractive. Sure, I'll have a conversation with her and see where it goes. And it never went anywhere inappropriate to where I would have to cut off the conversation. It was literally a conversation about her talking about her boyfriend, what to get him for his birthday.
Yeah.
So at that point, I really don't think there's anything that he needs to do. It's just let it ride. As long as you know your intentions were pure, that's all. And just keep living life that way. And eventually she's going to see. She married you for a reason.
Yeah.
It's not like she's going to up and leave you for that.
Yeah.
Unless your intentions were bad.
You're correct. It's like I explained myself. I gave you everything that I had with this. You can either kind of believe that or not. So there's a few edits here, right? So he said, an edit from the main post. Says, since this apparently is so important, yes, I paid for my coworker's lunch. I did it to break $100 bill, which she did in fact repay me immediately afterward. I didn't include this because where I'm from is pretty common for one person to pay for everyone's food. And if everyone is buying from the same place, then everyone just reimburses the cash afterward. Hope
Mhm.
this clears stuff up a little bit. I didn't think it would be such an issue. So she paid him back
Yeah,
for
which already null and void to that
like,
part
what do
of
we?
the
And then she says, also, yeah, he says, also, yes, I have had lunch with coworkers before, sometimes in groups, sometimes just one on one, sometimes they're guys, sometimes they're with female coworkers. This has never been an issue before, which is also why I didn't mention it. It
She's
wasn't
just
important and it's not something that's bothered my wife before. Just thought I'd put
she's
that as
young.
well.
She's young and hot. So
She's
so
now we're getting to the root of the
Yeah.
problem. This woman is young and
so the
attractive.
insecurity is bringing on the
Yeah.
problem,
Yeah.
essentially.
So he has a final update here. So it's been a few days since everything happened, and Karen and I have talked things out. One of the first things I asked was why she got so angry about me having lunch with my coworker. And its responses gave me okay. He's talking about the form. At first she said she didn't know, but after a while of not saying anything, she admitted that she had been having a hard time at work lately. And given that we'd both been busy and hearing from her friend that she saw me with some young hot girl laughing at lunch made her feel like ish. She admitted that she got really insecure and afraid at the thought of me carrying on with the coworker and the fact that she was younger and that her friend described Alice as hot all didn't help. I told you.
The friend's fault.
The friend's fault. She said that having kids plus a hard time at work plus gaining a few pounds, nothing significant at all, made her feel threatened at the thought that someone younger who hadn't been through all of that. Interesting. She said she should have known I'd never do something like that, and that never once in our marriage had I ever given her a reason to think that. I told her once again the reason why Alice and I had lunch that day, and even showed her some of the stuff. I showed her the stuff. It didn't exactly go back to normal ASAP, but she did apologize for lashing out and not giving me an opportunity to explain myself, as well as not trusting me. Since then, we've had a couple date nights, and the past 5 days left the kids with a sitter, had some dinner. All in all, things are back to normal and are better than before. In other news, Alice mentioned that her boyfriend loves the gear I suggested she buy for him.
There we go. Come on. Seemed like a good guy, you know.
Seems like a good guy.
The girl, women are emotional a lot of the time, and things happen, and they just lash out. Whatever the girlfriend watching this whole thing was probably like had something going on too. Maybe her boyfriend just cheated on her or something. She said, "Oh my God, this is not happening."
He
to my
was
friend.
having lunch with this. First of all, describing her as hot is crazy. Going to the wife is describing her as hot is crazy.
Yeah,
that's bad intentions.
100%, 100%. Bringing up that situation and then saying the girl's hot is very bad intentions because you're just trying to start a fight, and she did. But it sounds like he was able to work it out. I do want to say one thing too: when you are in a marriage and then your wife does gain weight, like that's still your level of like what you love. If she gains weight, she loses weight, no matter what. Like that's still like where your eyes should be. There's going to be other people attractive, younger, whatever it may be, but you make a choice. So doesn't matter what happens at that point. They gain a little bit of weight, they lose a little bit of weight. Now, if you want to lead the relationship, then make sure you're in the gym.
Absolutely.
And then you can slowly bring them there.
There we go.
But I see you also see that a lot of time when people gain weight and then relationship the relationship
attracted to you anymore, and
and then the fights happen, then they want to break up because they gain weight and now they're not attracted to you. But like, no, that is your attraction standard. Because you married that person. So whatever happens to her, if she gets cancer and she loses all of her hair, now you're attracted to the bald lady. Yes. Yes. I'm just giving examples here. That is what you're attracted to. God, there was a situation with some people that are famous, and the husband is now like in a wheelchair or something, and the wife's still with him. I forget the name of the couple, but like that is now her standard because she married him. It's like love. That is that's what love is. You know what I'm saying? It's not like picking the next best thing, which social media always like wants to entice you to do. The next best thing isn't always the next best thing.
Yeah, it's funny because I got a few posts sent to me about how miserable people are on social media when it comes to relationships,
Mhm.
because basically people, this girl was talking about how a woman posted basically the things that her husband asked her to do for him, which pretty simple things. He asked her to wash the dishes, sit with him while he's like working on cars, just so she can kind of be there with him, and
Mhm.
like a few other little things around the house. And in the comments, people were talking about, oh, are you his mother and
Mhm.
XYZ and all these other stuff. And then she made another video posting about what she asked from her husband and what he does for her. And then you have people in those kind of, oh, what are you, her father? Like, why are you doing all
Mhm.
these? And it's like the basis of it is that listening to outside and unhappy people about what you're doing in your relationships, which are about compromise, which is about giving what you can on either front, and obviously about fitting in where you can, because obviously we both have things that we like to do, things that we don't like to do, and all of that other stuff. You guys are just there to fit together. Listening to other people who are miserable and alone and have never compromised on anything with anybody else ever is
Mhm.
the worst thing that you can possibly do, because they're always going to tell you to leave somebody so you can be miserable like them
Yep.
just because you're being asked to do something that seems like fairly standard in a relationship.
Misery loves company, baby.
Misery does, in fact, love that.
Amen. Amen. All right, you got any final thoughts on this topic?
I am happy that they were able to work it out.
Mhm.
I mean, like we said, it in the future, for anybody here listening, if you got to know your partner,
Mhm.
number one, and in a case like this where it's like, hey, yeah, I didn't mention it because this is something that me and you have talked about multiple occasions before. It's never been an issue,
Mhm.
which shows me that if he felt like it was an issue, he probably would have came and
Yeah.
like thought, hey, I thought this was a little bit odd. I'm just talking to you about it, sort of thing. Like you got to know your partner. If your partner is somebody that's sneaky and that hides stuff from you, then you probably shouldn't be with them, because
Mhm.
then they're not gonna feel the need. But all in all, man, you got to know your partner, know that their intentions. If you know that they're going to be that they're a helpful person, and you know that people, if people come to them and they're gonna, he's gonna help them, then you shouldn't be mad at him for being who he is, unless it's something that obviously explicitly goes against what you guys have discussed
Mhm.
and whatever boundaries you have set within your relationship.
Yeah, I
But
don't think
if
any boundaries were crossed there
yeah.
for sure.
If he's just an overall nice guy giving
Mhm.
advice about what the girl should get her significant other, she's not asking him what kind of panties she should wear for him or something like
Yeah,
that. You
nothing
know what I'm saying?
crazy. Yeah.
That would be crazy.
Yeah,
That
the
would be a different
conversation
thing.
stayed respectful for the most part, and like, yeah, at that point you got to be rooted in yourself, an individual,
Yeah.
and that's where the trust comes into a relationship. Without trust in yourself and trust in the relationship and your significant other,
Yeah.
the relationship isn't going to go very
Yeah.
far.
You got to
So,
believe that they're still going to choose you regardless of through it all. Because, like we talk about, marriage happens in stages. You're going to
mhm,
gain weight. You're going to lose weight. You're going to have kids. Work is going to suck. Work is going to
mhm,
be really good. And ideally, that the vows that you made for better or for worse includes all of those things.
all of it.
And we
Yep.
should be able to love each other through that.
And this situation happening, I would say, is 100% okay. And how it resolved is 100% okay. Because
Yeah.
people, like, humans have emotions. We don't always think very logically, unless Cleon. Cleon thinks logically 98% of the time. This is a known statistic.
No.
I didn't just make that up. But we're going to think emotionally a lot of times. And sometimes we react out of emotion and
Yeah.
not logic.
Yeah.
And that's just a situation that had happened. A reaction happened out of emotion and not so much of logic. But when those situations do have, especially or do happen, especially in a marriage,
Yeah.
you got to take the next steps, which is sitting down with your partner and having these conversations and talking about
Hmm.
it and getting back to setting the boundaries and living within those means. But just having that conversation, if
Yeah.
somebody does end up lashing out emotionally, empathize with them
Hmm.
and then get the kinks knocked out, get that argument
Yeah.
thrown under the rug, and move forward with your life. Don't be afraid of the confrontation.
Yeah.
You have to have the confrontation to continue to get your relationship better.
Yeah. And you also have to have patience with your partner to allow them to feel through those things.
Mhm.
Because even like now, I'm like, I've been in certain situations where I'm like, I understand that the initial shock of this is
Yep.
probably going to take a little bit So I'm gonna just wait for that, and I understand that that's just kind of gonna be what that is, and then we'll be able to talk about it when it comes down.
Yeah,
So giving them
100%.
patience and the freedom to kind of go through those emotions is also going to be important as well. Don't hound them, especially if you know you didn't do anything wrong, and you know this is, you should ideally, if they're mad, I try to figure out. Like, yeah, she's probably upset because she heard this from her friend. She probably knows what the girl looks like. I know that her friend probably described the girl in a certain
Well,
way.
yeah,
So,
nowadays you got social media. They
right,
probably
you
found it
probably
real
found her
quick.
Instagram and her
Real
mom's
quick.
Instagram and
Yeah,
everything
everything.
to add some fuel to the
Mhm.
fire. So I know that this was how this information was presented to her. So I can understand why it would come off as bad. I understand that she's been having a tough time at work. She's been talking to me about that she's gained a few pounds. She doesn't feel herself all the time and stuff like that. So I understand why all these things are going to bother. So I'm gonna give her a little bit of time,
Mhm.
and then we'll talk about it when she's ready, and we'll be
Yeah.
fine.
In her opinion at the time, even though emotional, she thought it was 100%, logical and correct.
Mhm.
So you just also have to be willing to, when you're getting into these arguments or situations in a marriage, willing to empathize with your partner and
Mhm.
significant other to work through things and not
Right.
just throw gasoline on the fire and it
Yeah.
blow up in your
Yeah.
face.
Be
Then,
good
yeah,
friends too, man.
yeah, yeah,
Come on, man.
yeah.
Uh,
Shout out to that girl. I hope that whatever she's hurting, she heals through as well.
Like, could you imagine? Like, could you imagine? Like, I come to you, dog. I saw your girl at lunch. Dude was 6'5". He was built.
Yeah,
His hair was way better than yours, by the way. I don't know if you know that
crazy.
or not. Like why? You know, it's
Yeah,
if you're gonna go and tell her that, that's fine, cool. Be a good friend. Hey, I did see him at lunch with this guy. I don't think it was anything, but just letting you know that I did see
leave
this.
out the other details. Yeah,
You
that's
know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Like, don't do all that. Jeez, be a better person.
Yeah, that's a little crazy. But other than that, we do appreciate you guys tuning in. Episode 52, 1 year of the Real Deal podcast. Follow us on IG and TikTok, Real Deal Convos, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, the Real Deal podcast with
Be
B. Ailey. It's a lot. Just go to the Real Deal Convos, TikTok and IG, and the other links are in those bios. But Patreon link is in the Instagram bio, I believe. So join that community, free community where we hang out, hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
You guys ask us questions, we'll answer them. It's new, so it's gonna be free till we build it up. So we do appreciate you guys tuning in, hanging out with us each and every week. And we love you guys, and we will see you next week.